Hello and good morning. I hope you're looking after yourselves and taking care of each other and all stay nice and safe. Right, so today I think we'll do some seated angle poses today. So if you've got a yoga brick and yoga strap, have one of those nearby, not too far away. First of all, let's start to pedal those feet. Now remember to listen to your body. If you feel any pain whatsoever, then just stop what you're doing, be really mindful of how your body feels. Right then, let's have a couple of hip lifts. So let's lift, then lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Now let's lift, then out, in and down. Opposite side, lift, out, in and down. One more on each side, lift, out, in and down. Last one, lift, out, in and down. Let's extend the left leg. Let's circle left foot with the move of the ankle and not from the hip. Try and keep the hips still and static, mobilise through your ankle. Okay, then let's change directions. And release your left foot back down. Extend the right leg, circle the right foot with the move of the ankle and not from the hip. Try and keep the hips still and static, mobilise through your ankle. Alright then, let's change directions. And release your right foot back down. Extend the left leg once again. Let's point the toes, then flex the foot. Point the toes, then flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot, release that left foot back down. Extend the right leg. Let's point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot, release the right foot back down. Arms on the sides, let's twist to the left. Then twist right. Once again, twist left. One last time, twist right. Then back to centre. Give me side bend to your left. And back up. Side bend right. And back up. One last one each side. Side bend left. And back up. Last one. Side bend right. And back up. Now let's have a roll down. Take the chin to the chest. Roll the shoulder, roll the spine. Vertebra by vertebra. Hands hanging down towards the floor. So rolling as far down as feels comfortable for you. Then inhale to prepare as you exhale, start to stack the spine with the kneecaps lifted. Connect those abs, shoulders roll back and down as the head comes up last. So have a bit of a back bend. Hands on your hips as you lean as far back as feels comfortable for you. Then as you inhale, bring it back up. Now let's do some shoulder rolls, big circles on those shoulders. Alright, then let's change directions. Then let's circle your left arm. So if it's a small circle or your big, round, wide circle. Just as big and as wide as feels comfortable for you. Alright, let's change directions. And release your left arm back down. Circle the right arm, small circle. Or your big, round, wide circle. Once again, just as big and as wide as feels comfortable for you. Alright then, let's change directions. And release your right arm back down. Let's circle those hands. Movement from the wrists, not the shoulders. Keep the shoulders still static. Mobilise through the wrists. Alright, let's change directions. Then release your arms back down. Right, turn the head to look over your left shoulder. Then back to centre. Turn the head to the right shoulder. Then back to centre. Take the chin to the chest. Lift your head back up. Shake it all out. Right, okay. When you're ready, you can sit yourselves down. So we're going to do the seated angle poses. So first of all, we're going to start with bound angle pose, soles of the feet together. Now just come between your hips, knees and ankles, take your feet further away from the body. Alright, feel free to bring your feet as near to the body as feels comfortable for you. Now if you need to sit on a yoga brick, then sit onto a yoga brick. If you don't need to sit in a yoga brick though, you might want a yoga brick in front of your feet or even behind your feet for you to rest your head onto. You never know. Right, okay. Sit nice and tall, shoulders down. Option 1, rest the forearms on the legs. Option 1, you're just leaning as far forwards as feels comfortable for you. If this is as far as you go, then this is as far as you go. Option 2, fingertips on the floor. Option 3, palms on the floor. Option 2 or 3, you're just going to walk your fingers or your hands forwards. Now the last option I'm going to give you is to increase the stretch a little more. That's to place your hands on your feet, then your elbows onto the inside of the thighs. Then as you hinge from the hips, you just gently ease those legs towards the floor. Now as you relax into this bound angle pose at Baddha Konasana, in your bound angle pose for as long as feels comfortable for you, to bring it back out whenever you need. Breath relaxed. Now as you relax into your bound angle pose, you find your head is not too far away from the floor. You've got a yoga brick nearby. Then maybe rest your head onto stacked fists on a yoga brick. Stacked hands on a yoga brick. Maybe resting your head onto a yoga brick. I'm not quite there today. It's very tight this morning. Maybe resting your head onto stacked fists on feet. Stacked hands on the feet. Maybe your head rests down on your feet. Maybe not today, maybe one day. Breath relaxed. Now if all this feels okay in your bound angle pose, and you maybe wish to increase stretch a little more, then just walk the fingers or your hands a little further. By doing this will help to lengthen out that spine, creating space for those discs, lengthening out the muscles throughout the length of the back. And you may even find this brings you a little closer toward the floor. Breath relaxed. From your bound angle pose, inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, walk those hands back in as you bring it back up. Wow, and how intense did that feel? Give the shoulder roll if there is any tension in the shoulders. Any tension in those legs, then flex the hips, flex knees, flex your ankles, get the fluids around those joints. Anything that feels a little tender, a little tight. Right, moving to the next one of Upavista Konasana. See, no, in fact, we'll do revolving wide angle pose first of all. So I'd like to sit with your legs out wide as feels comfortable for you. Now if you need to sit in the yoga brick, sit in the yoga brick. If this is bordering on excruciating, then I'd like to sit with your left leg straight and your right leg bent, if that helps. Okay, you can always fold that right leg in like you would for a head to knee pose as well. Right, if you've got a yoga strap, so let me just sort myself out. If you've got a yoga strap, place your yoga strap across the back of your left foot, with each end of the strap into each hand. Sit nice and tall, shoulders down. From here, inhale to prepare as you exhale. Draw your elbows out to the sides as you hinge from the hips over the left leg. And as you hinge from the hips of your left leg, lengthening for the spine, for the crown of the head, as you lengthen and fold as far as feels comfortable for you. Now if you find that your hands are anywhere near your left foot, then taking hold of your left foot. If you do have hold of that left foot though, make sure your left leg is straight, not bent, and your breath is relaxed. Now as you relax into this part of the yoga pose, if you do have your hands comfy on your left foot, your left leg is straight, not bent, and your hands rest quite comfortably on the feet, then maybe you could rest your abdomen to the thigh, maybe your chest the thigh, maybe your head rest out your knee or shin. Maybe not today, maybe one day. Breath, relaxed. Now the option to stay here in this part of the yoga pose, to bring it back out whenever you need. Your next option for revolving part of this yoga pose is to start to lift the right shoulder. As you lift the right shoulder, looking through the arms towards the floor. Breath, relaxed. If this feels okay to lift that right shoulder a little more, as you go a little deeper into that twist. Breath, relaxed. This completely feels okay to that right shoulder back even more as you look through the arms towards the ceiling. And with the breath, relaxed. Then inhale to prepare as you exhale out of the twist first. Then release from that foot as you bring it back up. Oh, how good did that feel? Right then, other side. So if you fold your right leg in, fold your right leg out, and fold your left leg in, or bend your left leg. Right, take all the yoga strap across the back of your right foot. Each end of the strap into each hand. Sit tall, shoulders down. Then inhale to prepare as you exhale, draw your elbows out to the sides, you hinge from the hips over the right leg. Now as you hinge from the hips over your right leg, lengthening for the spine, for the crown of the head, as you lengthen and fold as far as feels comfortable for you. If you find your hands are anywhere near your right foot, then taking hold of the right foot. If you do have hold of the right foot, make sure your right leg is straight, not bent. And your breath is relaxed. If you do have your hands quite comfy on your right foot and your right leg is straight, not bent, then maybe you could rest your abdomen to the thigh, maybe your chest to the thigh, maybe your head rests down to your knee or shin. Maybe not today, maybe one day. Breath, relaxed. Now from your revolving in a seated angle pose, if this feels okay for you to start to lift the right shoulder. As you lift the right shoulder, looking through the arms towards the floor. Breath, relaxed. If this feels okay to that right shoulder back even more, as you look through the arms towards the wall. Breath, relaxed. And if this completely feels okay to that right shoulder back even more as you look through the arms towards the ceiling. Breath, relaxed. Then inhale to prepare your exhale out of the twist first. Then release from that foot as you bring it back up. Oh, once again, how good does that feel? Right, we'll finish off in an extended wide leg fold. Right, if this is bordering on excruciating, then sit with legs bent and legs soft. If you need to sit in yoga brick, sit in yoga brick. If not, yoga brick in front of you to rest your head onto. I doubt I'll be there today. Right, sit nice and tall, shoulder down. Option 1, rest your forearms on the legs. Option 1, leaning as far forwards as feels comfortable for you. If this is as far as you go, then this is as far as you go. Option 2, fingertips. Option 3, palms. Option 2 or 3, walk your fingers or your hands forwards. Now as you relax into this forward fold of Upavista Konasana, seated wide angle fold. If you find your head is not too far away from the floor and you've got that yoga brick nearby, then maybe resting your head onto stacked fists on a yoga brick. Maybe stacked hands on a yoga brick. Maybe resting your head onto a yoga brick. Maybe resting your head onto stacked fists on the floor. Stacked hands on the floor. Or maybe your head rests down on the floor. Maybe not today, maybe one day. Breath, relax. Now if all this feels okay for you, I'm going to give you a couple of modifications if these work for you. Like the bound angle pose, just walk your fingers or your hands a little further. Once doing this will help to lengthen out that spine, creating space for those discs, lengthening out the muscles throughout the length of the back. You may even find this brings you a little close towards the floor. The next option I'm going to give you is take each of your hands onto each of the feet. By doing this, you may find this helps you to fold a little deeper, folding a little further. Breath, relaxed. Then inhale to prepare your exhale. Hinge from those hips. Walk those hands back in as you bring it back up. Flex the hips, flex knees, flex your ankles, get the fluid to move around those joints. Anything that feels a little tender, a little tight. Well, that was your seated angle poses for today. So if you need to take a little release in your lower back, then roll onto your back and give the knees a bit of a squeeze. Or that though, stay safe, sanitised, sane, sober, strong and supple. Stay hydrated. Enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye.